Welcome back to We're Having Fun. I'm Mark. Hi.
Hi, I'm Krista.
Yep. So we finally made it. It's the Endgame.
It is.
And it's a long movie.
It is.
So we should probably just get into it right away.
I mean, there's not really a lot of news.
Not much going on. A lot of people have died this week, but, you know, like Bob Barker.
Oh, mm-hmm.
We lost Bob. Some wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a happy podcast.
Well, I mean, happy news for me.
That Bob Barker died?
No, happy news for me is that Our Flag Means Death second season is coming out in October, which we found out, so I'm excited.
You're very excited.
There was a Vanity Fair article that had lots of pictures from the second season, so I was like... So I'm very excited
Nice.
for October. Unfortunately, it's still August, so...
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit. It'll be here before you know it.
And I'm not skipping September because that's my birthday month. So.
Yep. So it's exciting.
Yeah.
Everything's coming up.
Everything's
Krista.
coming up. Millhouse.
All right. Well, Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. Loved it the first time I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it once or twice since.
I think
And now this time.
I think this is the third time I've seen it.
Yeah. I still love this movie.
Yeah, it's good.
It's so good.
It's good. I still like Infinity War better, but this one is really good too.
I love it. It's just, it was what I wanted. It's perfect. So, yeah.
Perfect. I don't know about that.
I mean, perfect for what I wanted.
For what you wanted, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I had ideas for other things, but I enjoyed what they did. So, yeah. All right. Should we just go ahead and get into it?
Let's get into it.
All right. What happened in this movie?
I mean, it starts off with Hawkeye.
Yes.
He's with his family.
Uh-huh.
He's teaching his daughter how to shoot the bow and arrow.
Yeah. I thought, are they going to make her new Hawkeye, like the Kate Bishop or something? No. Apparently not.
No,
she just shoots the bow.
Yep. His wife is calling out, "What do you want on your hot dog?"
Yeah, making hot dogs.
Mustard or mayo. And they're like, mayo on hot dogs?
I like mayo on hot dogs.
You're gross.
I like mayo. I like mustard. I like ketchup. All on my hot dog.
All of it? That's
So
too much.
good.
That's a wet hot dog.
That's a wet dog, baby. Yeah, I loaded up, man. Cheese, some onions on there.
Oh my gosh.
Relish. Get some more wet on there.
Oh my God. I mean, technically, my favorite is I like ketchup, mustard, and sauerkraut.
Yeah.
That's what I go for. Sauerkraut, though, can be pretty wet also.
Yeah, and terrible.
No, it's
Yes,
great.
It's awful.
It's great.
No.
I love it.
No.
How dare you? Fine, you have your mayo. I'll take my
You can't judge
sauerkraut.
my mayo with your sauerkraut.
And then everybody's going to hate us because or all the Chicago people are going to hate us because we put ketchup on it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Get over it.
Get over it, Chicago. Anyway, so.
I love you, White Sox.
So they're talking about hot dogs and everything, and then suddenly he turns back and his daughter is gone.
Yeah.
There's some dust floating around.
Oh no.
And then he looks over and the rest of his family's also gone.
Everybody's gone.
Everybody got snapped.
That would be really weird.
Yeah, because he's like out on their farm, like out in the middle of nowhere, and they all just disappear.
Yep.
Doesn't know what's going on at first.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. That's crazy.
Yep. So, and then we get into what's happening with Tony Stark.
And Nebula.
Yep. Tony and Nebula, they're playing
paper football. We used to play that a lot in school.
I did not, because it was usually like the boys in class would play it.
Hanging with the boys.
Yeah, exactly. So they're playing that.
Nice.
Nebula wins, of course.
Yeah.
Apparently she doesn't win things very often.
She's so defensive with him. Yeah. She doesn't know what's happening.
Yep.
I guess when you get all your parts replaced and stuff, you get a little skittish.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Just like I trust no one.
Yep.
He goes off and he has his Iron Man helmet. He records a message to Pepper.
Yeah. Saying, oh no, our power's run out.
It's day 22. Oxygen's about to run out. He's just basically waiting to die there.
Yeah.
And he's like, just know that as I drift off or whatever, I'll be dreaming of you.
Yeah. I was like, you're Tony Stark. Like, spoilers, you saw time travel.
True.
You got a little power thing on your chest. You couldn't, like, use that to boost anything or do something?
I don't know.
I'm like, come on, Tony.
I mean, I guess it just didn't have enough power to get him home. I don't know.
Yeah, and he's also in a real bad spot, though.
Yeah.
He just lost Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
His baby boy.
His baby boy.
Aww.
He's gone.
Yeah.
And plus, he was also injured during this whole
That's
thing.
true.
He was stabbed.
Yeah. They cleared up the infection.
They did.
He's fine.
But, yeah, so he's just kind of sitting there waiting to die.
Mm-hmm.
Nebula sits him up on his chair or whatever and walks away. Because she's like, I don't want to see this guy.
Yeah.
Kick the bucket. I'm just gonna get on out
I'm
of
gonna
here.
head back here. He's a real bummer.
I'm gonna head out real quick. And yeah, he's just waiting.
He looked
looks
really
bad.
bad. Yeah, super skinny. I don't know if that was like CGI or makeup or...
I don't either, but I figure it was probably a bit of both.
Yeah,
but yeah, he was looking pretty rough.
Yeah.
And then his eyes, he's got his eyes closed, but there's this bright light, and it's like, dang, Nebula, stop turning on don't turn all the lights on, man.
So Mothman shows up. He sees the light.
But yeah, there's a bright light. He opens his eyes.
Yep, it's Captain Marvel.
It's Captain Marvel. She's back. She's
back, baby. Mm-hmm. Very lucky. She just happened to cross them, I guess.
Well, I assume that she went back to Earth first.
Yeah. She did.
Because at the end of Captain Marvel, she shows up. And so maybe they knew, they had an idea of where they were.
But I don't know. He's traveled for 2 days.
It's true.
So I don't know. But doesn't matter.
Yep.
We're happy to have him.
Mm-hmm. So she's there. She saves him.
Yep.
Then we go back to Earth.
Mm-hmm. Welcome
to
Earth.
the other captain.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America.
Yes.
Who has just shaved his beard.
Yeah.
I was distraught.
A devastating maneuver.
Yeah. Man, I love that beard.
He grows a good beard.
He does.
I'll give it to him.
Anyway, so I know it's just Cap. No. Yeah. So it's been 23 days. Like 50% of the population is gone, of course.
Yep. It works.
It's showing all of the people who are missing.
Yeah.
Lots of people.
Lots of people. I mean, pretty much we saw him.
Yeah.
Shuri is dead. Snapped.
She's not dead, but yeah, snapped.
Well, technically, yeah. I guess that was the only one that we didn't see in Infinity War. I
think they showed like Selvig also.
They did show Selvig.
Yeah, so he's snapped also.
Yeah, we were all asking, "Where's Selvig?
Where's Eric Selvig? Where's Dr. Eric Selvig? We have to know.
Show me where Selvig is.
Show me Selvig." So I mean, we were all just wondering about it. So
yeah.
I'm glad that they
showed
that.
Vision still dead. That's what it said on there. No change.
Oh my gosh. Thor is there also. He's looking real sad. He's real bummed because, he feels like it was all his fault.
Yep. He could have killed him.
Yep. He didn't kill Thanos. And
didn't go for the head.
Yep. And he's in a bad way. Let's just say that.
I mean, he did screw up.
That's true.
I mean, he was throwing the axe, to be fair, and he'd just gotten it.
Yeah. He's got to get used to that weapon and everything. Yeah. But Captain Marvel, of course, shows up with the ship. So Tony's there.
Pep is there.
Mm-hmm. Pep is there.
Pepper Potts,
exactly. So
they hug and
good,
kiss.
Good for Tony, I guess, that he didn't lose his girlfriend. Or fiance, whatever.
Thank goodness.
But he's still sad because he's like, I lost the boy.
My baby.
I lost my baby boy. Yeah. And of course, he sits there and he basically blames Cap for everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how dare you?
His little wheelchair and Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's still talking about building that armor around
armor around the world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about freedom.
I'm like, I don't know how that would have worked because Thanos did not. I mean, he just kind of appeared.
Yeah.
He just appeared from a portal.
That's true. Yeah. It wouldn't have stopped him. Yeah.
I guess it could have stopped the other people, but yeah.
But still, it's not going to stop that snap.
No.
Not going to stop that.
Yeah, he gets real mad about it. He takes the arc reactor and just throws it on the ground, and he's like, then he just falls over. It's like, okay. They're like, Tony! Oh no! Tony! Angela!
Get Tony!
Yeah, so Captain Marvel's like, I'm gonna go kill Thanos.
Yep.
And they're like, you don't know where he is. And she's like, that's true.
But I'm gonna kill.
But Nebula knows because he talked to Nebula about what his plans were, basically.
Yeah.
She's like, he's in the
Nebula
garden.
goes into one of those, like, when you're looking up a recipe online.
The whole backstory, and you're like, just give me the
recipe. Oh my gosh, where is he? Just say it, just say it.
It's like, I just need to know what ingredients I need, thank you.
When I was growing up, Thanos would talk to me about his plan.
And
I'm like, oh, we get it, Nebula.
I'm like, okay, where's the link to the recipe? Just let me skip all this. Yeah, but she knows where he is.
Yep.
Thor does manage to come out of his stupor for a while because he sees Captain Marvel. He pulls Stormbreaker to him.
Yeah.
She doesn't flinch, and he's like, I like this one.
Yep. They're a team now.
Yeah, exactly. So they're like, all right, well, let's head out. We know where, because Rocket...
There was like an energy surge when he snapped, and then there was another
one.
A couple days before.
Yep, and...
On another planet.
On another planet. So that's where they think he is. They're gonna head out there. That's the garden. Mm-hmm. So they get in their little spaceship.
Everybody's going.
Mm-hmm. They're like, who hasn't been in space before? Most of them have not.
Yeah. Exciting times for Cap.
Yep. So they get there. Captain Marvel goes down. She's like, I'll scout the place to see if there's anything. He's no guards, nothing. It's just
no
him.
Armies. It's just Thanos.
He's there all by himself.
Yep.
So they go down there. He's limping into his little hut. He's cooking his meal.
And we see the Thanos scarecrow also, by the way, which we were both really happy. So excited. We hugged, clapped.
We didn't even know each other.
Just today when we watched it this weekend.
Well, technically, we probably did know of each other at that point, but
did we? Maybe.
Because that was 2019.
Really? I don't know. What month did it come out?
It was, I would assume, in the summer, but we didn't
talk until like October. You knew of me. I didn't know. I didn't know who you were. You were nothing to me.
Wow. Okay.
That's probably not true. I knew I loved you before I met you.
Okay. So. Wow. Well. That changes a lot.
Does it? What were you thinking before we met? This man loves me.
No.
He loves me.
No, I'm just joking. Yeah. So he's limping inside. One side of his body is burned.
Yep.
And they get in there. They're like, give us the stones. He can't. The stones are gone.
Yeah.
He destroyed
wished them away.
No.
He found a genie.
He used them to destroy them.
Yeah.
Basically. And that's why that was what Rocket was.
That was the energy surge.
Yep, exactly. So he's like, you can't change anything. He's like, I am inevitable.
Uh-huh.
It's like, okay, bro.
Okay, Groot.
Okay. They're like, he's lying. He's lying. He's a liar.
Give us the stones. They gotta be around here somewhere.
Nebula's like, my father's many things. A liar is not one of them.
Yep.
And they're like, okay, well, he's like, yes, my daughter, you're always loyal to me, whatever. And then his head's gone. So,
yep. Thor just chopped his head off.
Thor's like, I went for the head this time.
Yeah. He's done with it.
And then they're like, what did you just do?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And it's like,
I was very surprised.
It's not like he could do anything anyway, because he had already destroyed the stones.
Yeah.
So it's like, why not just go ahead and kill him?
Yeah. He gone. Yeah. I mean, some of them thought that he was lying still, but I mean, he was not.
It was pretty obvious that something had happened because...
Yeah. He's burned up from the flurned up.
Exactly. Burned up from the flurned up.
But I was very, very surprised. And when they killed it, I was like, what is the rest of the movie going to be?
Yeah, because... And then, of course, Thor walks out the door. It goes to a black screen and the end shows up. And we're like, wow, that was really weird to just...
Surprised it was so short.
It was such a short movie, So, and they didn't get anybody back.
Yeah.
Everybody's still gone.
Everybody's dead.
So, and that was the end of the MCU.
So, follow us on X.
No, so 5 years later. It did take a while for it to get to the next part. It's like, what is happening?
It was 5 years.
Later. Steve
Buscemi.
is... No.
Oh, Rogers.
Steve Rogers. He's leading a support group for people who lost I guess, who lost people in the snap.
Yep.
Was the guy who was talking one of the Russo brothers?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I was thinking it was.
Yeah. But he's pretty much telling them we gotta move on. Yep. We gotta pick up the pieces and build from here.
Exactly. Then we go to San Francisco, where the hero of the whole movie shows up.
Yep.
It's that rat.
It's a rat.
No, it's a rat.
Maybe it's the Spider-Man villain Vermin, who was kind of a rat man. Maybe he sent one of the rats to save the day. No, probably not. No, it's just a rat.
No, it's Splinter.
Oh, Splinter. He was doing like karate moves. He accidentally hit the button.
Exactly.
He got it from watching his master do karate moves also. His sensei. Ratatouille. Okay.
So the rat hits a button, brings Scott back from the quantum realm.
Yep. He's in like a storage lock or cage thing.
Yeah, he's like, where's everybody?
Yeah.
All of his stuff is like boxed up in there.
House.
This is not my beautiful life.
A rat.
That's a cat.
Well, the rat died. Sorry, guys. Cat came.
Cat showed up, killed that rat, so rip.
It was a real violent scene. I did not expect that. I was like, this is worse than the Thanos beheading.
Okay, so we've got Scott back. The security guard.
Yes.
Is
Kin Jong.
Yes.
Another Community person. The Russo brothers worked on Community. They like to put in their Community friends.
Okay. So yeah, he's there.
Yep.
He's security guard. He basically kicks Scott out of there. Scott goes to, he's walking around. Everything's kind of a mess. He sees a kid garbage on the streets. He sees a kid on a bike. He's like, what happened? The kid just stares at him and bikes away. It's like,
bro, are you kidding?
Yeah.
And I get it. It's like, it's also been 5 years. Yeah. Like, I know it's a big deal.
Yeah.
But it has been 5 years. This kid can't even like say, there was a snap.
Yeah.
It's like, how dare you ask me when it's so fresh?
Well, would the kid know that it was a snap, or would he just say half the people are gone or something?
Yeah, I mean, he could say that, but even still.
Because, Scott could have been like in a coma or something. You don't know.
He could have been Walking Dead. Yeah.
You don't know. It could be a real Walking Dead situation.
Maybe you need to check your privilege of being not in the quantum realm.
But I mean, if you think about it, it's been 5 years. This kid was probably a child, like a very, very small child. No, a very small child when the snap happened. Yeah. So this is probably just the way the kid thinks the world is.
This is the way the kid interacts with everybody.
I mean, he's just like, this always been this way since I can remember.
Always has been.
Exactly. So there's a memorial set up for all the people who are missing.
Yep.
Scott goes to it. He's looking around because he's looking for Cassie's name, but he sees his own instead.
Yeah. I mean, when he's looking at his own, it looks like it's in alphabetical order.
Except for the name right before his, which starts with an H.
Yeah. Like, I was like, what? And like the other titles he was looking at, they're just all out of order. I'm like, who designed this?
Yeah.
What is this layout?
Because it looked like he was on the one side, it was all S's, or not all S's, all L's is what I'm going to say, all L's. But then on the other side, it was all H's or something like that. But then when he looks at his and he sees his, there's somebody with an H name or whatever, or an M name or something right before him. It's like,
I mean, they were probably like putting the cat or the crew names in there. It's just like a special, like, hey, bro.
But yeah, nobody designs stuff like that, do they?
I don't know. But they messed up. I
mean, I guess they can. Because I feel like the wall in Washington, D.C.
The Vietnam Memorial?
Yeah. I feel like that one is not in alphabetical order, but people know. It's
probably like...
But there's like a list.
It might be like...
There's like a...
Units or something, maybe?
I don't know, but I feel like there's a list somewhere that tells like which panel each name is on. So you look it up on there and then you go see it.
Yeah. I guess it would be kind of hard to do it in alphabetical order as you're like finding out who's...
That's true.
Because if you're adding names eventually.
Yeah, maybe that one person, that one H person was like, they're like, oh yeah, that guy went missing too. They're like, well, just stick it right there in front of this guy.
Yeah, they're not gonna like tear down the other tablet, like start over. We gotta add this guy.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I guess we're not architects.
Sure. But yeah, his name's there because he's one of the missing.
Yep.
And then he's like, well, Cassie's not there, so Cassie's name's not on there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, there's a lot of those to check.
So he goes to their house, and I'm like, why didn't you just go to their house in the first place?
Yeah. Yeah, how do you know about that memorial to go to first?
Because I would think that immediately I would be like, let me see if my child is at their home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And go find them. Which maybe they moved.
And why is it in San Francisco? I guess maybe that one's just the San Francisco people.
Probably. There's probably one in each big city or something.
Yeah, probably true.
So, yeah, he goes to find Cassie. She's at home. She's older, of course.
Yep. He said, my baby's all grown up. Not the same actress as Quantumania.
No.
Some people were upset about.
Yes.
I wouldn't have noticed if you hadn't if they hadn't told me.
They're like, why didn't they get her to do the role again? She was so good. I'm like, she was in one scene.
She did very little.
Nothing. She hugged him.
I'm not saying she was bad or anything, but she wasn't like blowing me away.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh, she's stealing this movie.
I mean, maybe
Look out, Thanos.
Maybe she's in something else and they really enjoyed her in whatever the other thing she's in.
Sure.
And that's why they were like, why did they recast her?
Yeah.
But if you're just going by her performance in this movie, it was not like a big deal.
Yeah.
Because literally she cries and hugs him.
Yeah.
And maybe says like 2 lines.
Yeah.
And then she does show up a little bit later, but
she's sitting on a porch later.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
She nailed it.
And she's at a funeral also.
She is, yes. I felt her pain there.
For the person that she had never met before.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, she was tore up from the floor up.
Yeah, so that's what's happening with Scott.
Yep.
We go back to the Avengers headquarters. Black Widow is there. She's checking in with the people who are out doing all of her stuff.
They're going all around the world and the galaxy.
Yep, so you've got Rocket, Nebula, Captain Marvel, Okoye, Rhodey. They're all in different places.
Yep. Captain Marvel's going to a bunch of different planets. They're like, what if we need you here? And she's like, bro, there's so many planets and they're going through the same thing.
Exactly. And Rocket's like, oh, that does make sense.
Got a lot of work. She cut her hair. She got the short hair going now.
Yep.
So it's fine.
So they all go off to do their thing.
King.
Except for Rhodey. Rhodey stays behind. He's talking to Nat. He's like, Barton's out there. He's killing a bunch of people.
Yep. We found a bunch of Mexican cartel bodies. It's gotta be Barton.
Yep. So she's like, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. I got enough stuff going on.
Exactly. So he leaves.
Yeah.
Captain America's there. He walks in. They have a little talk.
They have a sandwich.
Yep, they have a peanut butter sandwich. She's like, I used to have nothing, but then I got this job. I got this family.
A family.
Yeah, exactly. So she's just trying to do whatever she can to help, I guess. And while they're sitting there talking, there's a message from the front door.
Yep.
It's Scott.
It's
Scott's
Scotty.
there. He's like, hey, remember me from Germany, Ant-Man? You know, I was like
Help
real big at
me.
one point.
I need to talk to you. There was a rat.
Yep, so he explains that he was only in the quantum realm for 5 hours.
Instead of 5 years.
Yes. And
he thinks they can time travel.
Yeah, he's like, maybe they can figure out how to turn the quantum realm into a time machine.
Yeah. They're like, okay, crazy.
Yeah, so they're like, well, we should probably talk to some of the others about it. So they head off. We go to Tony Stark. He's out in a cabin on a lake.
Yep.
He walks outside. He's got a little girl.
He does. Little daughter, she is so cute. That is the cutest kid in the world, man.
Her name is Morgan.
Great. Yeah.
She has found a helmet, an Iron Man helmet, that is supposed to be a present for Pepper.
Right.
That Tony's been working on.
Yep.
So he's like, you need to, you can't play with this.
Stop going through my garage.
Exactly. But she's so cute.
She is.
And as they're going back inside the cabin, the others show up.
Yep. And he's like, ah, crap.
Yep, exactly.
Here we go again.
Here we go. So Scott's like, we need to do a time heist.
Yep. He's like, no, time travel doesn't work.
Exactly.
He's like, yeah, as long as you don't talk to yourself or buy any sports betting books and bet on team.
Yeah. He's like, this is not Back to the Future. Doesn't work like that, bro.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Tony doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to try because he's basically afraid that if they change anything in the past, it's going to mess up the future. He's going to lose his family, and he doesn't want to lose his family.
He's got his daughter now.
Exactly. He's got to think about his daughter.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, well, just think about it. They head off. They're like, okay, well, Tony's not going to help us, so who else can we get? Hulk.
Yep. Smart Hulk.
Which I always called him Professor Hulk.
Yeah, but I would have too.
But yeah, in the subtitles and everything, he's Smart Hulk.
Yeah.
So he has basically combined
Bruce
and Hulk kind
yeah.
of, so that he's more balanced, I guess. And this is how we see him basically for the rest of
the movie.
The movie, and for in She-Hulk also.
Too, yeah.
So we've got Smart Hulk. They're at a diner. Some kids come up. They want a picture with Hulk.
Smart Hulk, yeah.
So he takes a picture.
He's all about it.
And Ant-Man's like, "You want a picture with me too? I'm Ant-Man." They're like, "I don't know who you are," which makes sense because they're little kids.
Yeah,
they all know.
Yeah,
He's been gone for 5
years. Yeah.
So they're like, "No, not really." And the Hulk's like, "Come on, just take a picture with him."
He wants one. Yeah. Come on.
And finally, he's just like, I don't even want a picture with you.
Take your phone, please.
Yeah, exactly. And so Hulk's like, "All right, well, see you later, Dab."
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So they talk to him about the time travel thing.
Yeah, but he doesn't really know much about that. That's not his field.
Yeah.
He's a bio gamma person.
Yeah, whatever. So he's like, I mean, I can try, I guess.
Yeah.
But
that's what we gotta do.
Exactly. So Tony's at home. He's still thinking about the whole thing. He's been playing around with some models, rendering some models.
Yep.
He's like, all right, I'll try one more before I go to bed.
Yeah.
He sets it up. He's like, run this. It's successful.
It's a Mobius strip.
Yep. So he's like, all right, it's successful. He's just kind of like sitting there like, oh, okay. He has to put Morgan to bed.
Yeah, Morgan's there. And they say goodnight. He's like, I love you a ton.
And she's like, I love you 3,000. So cute. So yeah, he puts her to bed, goes downstairs. Pepper's down there reading a book about composting.
Yeah.
And he's trying to pay attention. And he's just like, I invented time travel. And she's like, oh, okay. So she's like, a lot of people lost people, and sure, things went well for you, but not for everybody.
You can help others.
Exactly.
You got to.
So he's like, dang.
But I don't want to lose what I got. So, yeah.
Oh, he's got to make a decision. The others, meanwhile, are testing time travel using the tunnel in the van.
It's going very well.
Sure. They since got in. He comes back first as a young kid.
Yep.
Then as an old man.
Yep.
Then as a baby.
Yeah.
And they finally get him back and they shut it down.
Like, when he was a baby, Hulk's just like, he'll grow up.
Yeah. He'll grow up. It's fine. It's like you could have said that with a young kid too, but whatever. So they're like, okay, this did not go the way we thought it would.
Yep.
So it's not working out.
Cap's frustrated. He goes outside.
Yep. He almost gets run over.
He does. By Mr. Tony Stark.
Exactly. He shows up. He's like, I figured it out.
He turned into a baby, didn't he?
Yeah. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I know what the problem is.
Yeah.
So he gets out. He opens the trunk. He pulls out Cap's shield and gets it back to him. He's like, you're going to need this.
He's invented like a quantum GPS system so they can like navigate the quantum realm.
Yeah, it's like a little wristwatch kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they're like, we got to get everybody here so that we can figure out what we're going to do.
Yep.
So Nebula and Rocket come in on the ship.
Yep.
Rhodey shows up. Scott's outside trying to just eat a taco and...
Doesn't go well for him.
No, his taco just falls apart.
It does.
But Hulk shows up, brings him 2 tacos. Him a little
taco. Oh.
So sweet. So Hulk and Rocket head off to New Asgard to find Thor.
Yep.
Valkyrie's there, of course. Valkyrie's like, yeah, Thor ain't doing so good.
Yeah, he just comes to town when he wants beer.
Yep, exactly. So they're like, oh, okay, well, we'll go talk to him.
Yeah.
So Thor has...
It was weird that she was like, he won't speak to you.
Yeah.
But he was very happy to see them.
Yeah, he was. He was like,
happy to talk to him. I guess because he was drunk, too.
Probably. But... So Thor has really let himself go in the past 5 years.
Yeah. Got a little tummy. Yeah.
He's hanging out with Meek and Korg.
Yeah.
Playing Fortnite.
Yeah, I thought that was strange that Fortnite's still going, but they can't get the garbage system going. What are our priorities in this new world?
Our priorities are video games.
Screw it. I guess, everybody's probably pretty depressed and they're just like, screw it, I'm just going to sit here.
Just let people do what they want to do kind of thing. There's some kid named Noob Master that keeps coming in and harassing Korg. So Thor basically kind of yells at him.
Yeah. Makes the kid run to his dad.
Yeah.
Thanks, Thor.
So they're like, okay, Thor, we think we may have a way to fix everything to get everybody back.
Yep.
He doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
He's still feeling real guilty and everything.
Yeah. We know you're scared. I'm not scared. I'm a big boy.
Poor Thor. I feel so bad for Thor in this movie.
Yeah, it is rough for Thor. Yeah.
I love him. I love Thor, man. And then they're like, we've got beer in the ship. And he's like, what kind? So they've got Thor. Now Natasha has to go find Hawkeye.
Yep.
She shows up in Tokyo. Hawkeye's in Tokyo. He's taken down some gang there.
He is in Ronin gear, which he became Ronin for a little bit when he was in the new Avengers. Ronin was originally Blade, I think.
Okay.
So, but it was cool to see Hawkeye as Ronin.
So yeah, he's got a sword and everything now. He's not just using his bow and arrows anymore.
Nope.
But she talks to him.
Yeah, he's got a new haircut. Big old mohawk kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nobody really likes it that I know.
No.
Everybody seems to hate it.
Yeah.
I didn't really mind it when I first saw it.
I didn't really care.
In this one, there's a certain point where it's really high up, and I'm like, oh, you kind of look like a rooster.
Yeah,
but, overall, hey, whatever makes you happy.
Exactly. He's going through it, you know?
Yeah.
He lost his whole
had
family.
a rough time. You know, like when you have a breakup or something, you always cut your hair or something like big, or if dramatic change. So yeah, that's fair.
So he's going to go back with her.
Yeah.
So now they have to figure out how they're going to do all this stuff. Because they have a limited amount of PIM particles. They have enough for like one round trip for each of them or whatever, and then a couple for testing.
Yeah. Which I don't know why they didn't just automatically go, let's go back and get some more PIM particles somewhere, and then we'll come back and
I don't know.
Plan from here.
I don't know. But Scott's like, and then we have 2 for tests. And then he accidentally does something, and he's like, okay, we got 1 for tests, because he blips out real quick and comes back. So Rhodey's like, well, if we've got these PIM particles, why don't we just go back and kill baby Thanos?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's like, you can't just do that. That's not cool, man. Why would you say this? For the second test, they're going to get Clint to be the guinea pig. So he goes back in time. He goes to where his family is. He goes to the family farm. He sees his daughter, or hears her.
Yeah.
And
tries to run in the house and yell for her.
But they
brought back.
Bring him back before. But now they know that it works.
Yep.
And now it's time to pick their targets.
Yep.
Because there are 6 stones. And they've got to figure out ways to get to all of them.
Yep, with the limited particles they got.
Yep. So they're trying to figure out where in time they need to go to get these stones. So they're like, all right, well, the one that Star-Lord got was on Morag. So you'll have to go to Morag to get that one.
Yeah.
You gotta go to Vormir to get the Soul Stone. You gotta go to Asgard to get the Ether, because Thor has this long thing about...
Yeah, I was actually a liquid thing with my girlfriend Jane.
Yeah, and he just keeps talking and Scott's the only one who's like interested in the story.
He's into everybody's thing. Man.
Yeah. I mean,
he loves being around all these superheroes.
I mean, he's literally only had... like, most of his stuff is like, he's with Hank and he's with the Hope and everything. Yeah. And he's only had that one interaction with everybody. It was like the big fight in Civil War. And some of them weren't even there because the Hulk and Thor weren't there.
Yep.
And so, yeah.
He's just such a fan. I love it. So great.
I love it. I love Scott. He's one of my favorites. Especially in this.
Rocket even gives him crap later. He's like, oh, you like that little puppy?
Yeah.
So happy?
It's like, oh, you want to go to space, little puppy? Oh, man. So they're like, okay, well, what about the others? If we go back to one specific time, all 3 of them are actually in New York at the same time, because you can get the Time Stone from Doctor Strange, you can get the Scepter that has the Mind Stone, and you can get the Tesseract that has the Space Stone. So we can get them all in one chunk. So 6 stones, 3 teams, 1 shot. Basically.
That was the tagline for the movie.
Was it?
No.
Like,
it should have been.
What? Okay.
6 stones, 3 teams, 1 shot.
I'm like, really? So it's time to go back. Back in time.
I have fought so hard not to do that.
I know.
How dare you throw that in my face? I've been so good.
So the first team goes, they all head out. They all head through the quantum realm to their spaces where they need to go.
Yeah.
First team lands in New York, 2012, the Battle of New York.
Yep.
You've got the Avengers doing their pose.
Yep.
As they did in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Cap, Tony, Ant-Man, Hulk.
Yep.
Their team of 4. They're watching all of this fighting happening around them. Hulk is embarrassed to see himself in his Hulk rage.
What was Bruce there for? Did he do anything?
He went for the time stone.
Cut that.
He literally did nothing. He wasn't like one of the people who actually got a stone or anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big pivotal part of the movie.
So he's like, all right, I guess I'll go get that time stone. So he heads off and he's like weakly just like smashing cars and stuff. He's like, oh, smash. He's like, this is so.
Oh, throw a motorcycle.
This is not who I am anymore.
Yeah.
So he goes off. He finds the Ancient One.
Yep.
Because, of course, it's not Doctor Strange who has it right now.
And she is defending New York. Throwing out stuff. Taking down aliens.
Yep. So he's like, where's Doctor Strange? And she's like, he's probably performing surgery over there.
Yeah. You're 5 years too early, bro.
And he's like, oh, darn. Well, I guess I'll just have to get it from you.
Yeah,
so he like
that.
Heads toward her to get the time stone. She just knocks him out of his body. And she's like, not today. So then we move over to Thor and Rocket. They're in Asgard. They're looking for Jane. Thor realizes, he's like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
This is too much. He sees his mom walking by and everything, and he's like, I can't.
It's the day she dies.
Yep, exactly. So Rocket's like, fine, I'll do it myself. And he just walks off.
Yeah.
Natasha and Clint and Rhodey and Nebula all land on Morag in 2014.
They drop off Nebula and Rhodey.
Yep, they drop them off there. They're like, all right, you go get that Power Stone. We're heading off to Vormir. So Rhodey and Nebula are walking around. He's like, okay, so Quill's supposed to be here. And she's like, yeah. She's like, but there are other people here too. He's like, who?
We're not he wasn't the only one looking for the stones.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, who else? It's like, my dad, my father, and Gamora.
Yeah.
And me. And they're like, uh-oh. So then we move over to Thanos. What's he up to at this time?
Well, Nebula is actually fighting a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gamora comes in and saves her.
Yeah.
Thanos shows up.
I killed a lot of people.
Yeah. And then, as they're about to leave,
he was gonna send them to meet with Ronan, like we saw in Guardians.
Yes.
But then
Nebula falls to the floor.
Yep.
She's got a headache. She's like, oh man, I got a real bad migraine right now.
She lays down. They give her some Advil.
Yeah.
Clears up.
It's like you got to get her into like a dark room, no light, no sound.
Quiet.
It'll be fine. No, she projects like out of her eye or whatever. Yeah. She projects like a memory, but it's not her memory. It's a memory of
Good Nebula.
Good Nebula, exactly. And so Thanos sees it and he's like,
Goobula.
No.
Babula.
Goobula. No. So Gamora tries to like brush it off. It's like, oh, she got hit in the head when we were fighting, so it's fine. And he's like,
that's how she is.
Thanos is like, nah, brah.
I ain't stupid.
So he's like, we need to find out what's going on.
Yep. Take her to my ship.
Exactly.
Take her to my ship.
Can't do this. So we go back to 2012. Tony and Scott are in Avengers Tower.
Yep. When Loki's getting captured.
Ant-Man is like small. He's his small self. He's like on Tony's shoulder. They're watching
the end of the Avengers movie.
Basically, yeah.
I enjoyed this. This was good.
Yeah.
Tony's like, all right, let's stop posing. We can pose later.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So the Hydra people come in, although SHIELD. The SHIELD agents or whatever.
We know.
They come in, they take Loki's scepter.
Yep.
And head down in the elevator. 2012, Tony has the Tesseract in a suitcase.
Yep.
It's like, all right, we're going to take this down. So present day Tony flicks Ant-Man.
Yep.
And he lands on 2012 Tony. and rides down the elevator with them.
Yep.
It's 2 separate elevators. This is like a secret elevator, of course, that the Avengers ride down in, except for Hulk.
He has to take stairs.
He has to take stairs, exactly.
And he hates the stairs.
Yeah, he's like, too many stairs. Exactly. So
I feel like he could have just jumped down the middle.
Yeah.
He's the Hulk.
Yeah. He probably could have just like jumped, like the helicopter pad there, just
sure.
The helipad just jumped from there. And
yeah.
It would have been faster.
Yeah. Not as funny though.
No. And also would have messed up the whole end of this section. True. So, also this is the point where they're talking to Cap, like present day Cap, and they see 2012 Cap, and Tony's like, that suit was doing nothing for you, for your butt. And so that's
Ant-Man's like, no, sir, don't listen to him. Yeah. That's America's ass.
So, yeah. So, the Avengers go down the elevator and everything.
Yep.
Present day Captain America goes to a different floor. Presses the elevator button to go down. The elevator opens. It's the Hydra people.
Yep, with their scepter.
So he gets in there with them, and they're all just kind of like, we don't trust this guy. He's a good guy. We're bad guys. We're Hydra.
Cap's like, I'm running point on the scepter. They told me.
Yeah, they're like, we gotta talk to our supervisor or whatever.
Yeah, they're real Karens about it all.
And he's like, he whispers to one of them. He's like, Hail Hydra.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my gosh.
Like, oh,
he's one of us.
Oh my gosh. So happy.
So he's like, I'm going to be taking the scepter. Thank you. And so he takes it and he gets out at the next stop.
Yep.
So then once all the Avengers are downstairs, they're trying to figure out what to do with Loki because what's his face?
Sitwell? No, Alexander Pierce.
Sitwell?
Is the agent for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay. I was like, isn't that a character in Arrested Development?
Is he? I don't know, man. Oh, yeah.
It's Ed Begley Jr.
Sally. Is it Sally Sitwell?
Yeah, because that's his daughter. Yeah. That's what I think of.
Yeah.
No, so, Robert Redford.
Yeah.
His character.
Who did you say? Pierce.
Yeah, he's there.
Yep.
I guess he wants the Tesseract, right?
Yeah, or Loki.
I can't remember. Or both, yeah. But of course, Thor's like, no, I've got to take Loki to Asgard.
Yeah.
And
the Tesseract's with me.
Yeah. And so Scott, who is still on
Iron Man.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to go inside you now.
Yep.
So he basically goes into the arc reactor.
Yeah.
And he
disconnects something.
Yep, he disconnects something, which gives Tony a small heart attack.
Yep.
And
when he goes down, Ant-Man pushes the briefcase with the Tesseract to Tony, who's standing there as a security guard.
Yep.
And he starts to walk away. And
Loki sees it all happen too. Yeah. He's like, that's weird.
Well, that's crazy. But then
Hulk comes down
Hulk coming out of the stairs.
Smacks into Tony, basically. Yep. He drops the briefcase. It opens. The Tesseract is right there. Loki grabs it.
Nobody's paying attention to it.
No.
It's so weird.
No.
I mean, they're all focused on Tony dying.
Yeah.
His heart attack.
So Loki gets the Tesseract. He disappears.
Yeah.
He's gone.
I was like, oh, okay. So this is how they're going to change it since he died. I knew they weren't going to let him just be dead.
Yeah.
There's no way.
So he's out of there. He's going to his own TV show.
Yep.
And I'm very
Loki
happy
will return in his own TV show.
Exactly. So then we have Cap versus Cap. Because he's, present day Cap has the scepter.
Yeah.
2012 Cap shows up.
Thinks it's Loki.
He's like, I found Loki. He has the scepter. And then they start fighting.
Yeah.
Old 2012 Cap's like, I can do this all day.
It's like, I know.
He's like, I know. And so they fight.
Yeah. 2012 Cap has him in a chokehold, and then present Cap is like, Bucky's alive.
Yeah, he's like, what?
What?
And then he knocks him out.
Yeah.
And he looks at him, he's like, that is America's ass. So he's got the scepter. So there we go. Now we go over to where Bruce is talking to the Ancient One. And then he finally reveals, basically, he's like, Strange gave the stone away.
Yeah, because she's like, you can't just take one of these stones because it's going to create alternate timelines and screw everything up.
And he's like, no, it's fine because when we're done with them, we'll bring them back. We'll put them right back where they came from and
everything's fine.
Everything will be okay.
Yeah.
And so he's like...
But then he says, Strange gave it to Thanos.
Yeah. And she's like, he must have done it for a reason.
He's supposed to be the best of us.
Exactly. So she's like, I'll give you the stone.
Yeah.
But you have to promise. You have to promise that you're gonna bring it back.
If you don't, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, exactly. So the question I have for you, because I wrote this down, was if the 2012 timeline, because don't they, if something happens in the timeline that is not supposed to happen, do they delete the timeline?
Are you talking about
the TVA?
TVA?
Sorry, the TVA.
That's what they're supposed to do, yeah.
So since Loki was not supposed to leave that timeline, and he does, would they not delete that timeline?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely did not do themselves any favors with the Loki TV show.
Yeah, because my thing is, if the 2012 timeline they went to was destroyed by the TVA because Loki left, how would they get the scepter and the time stone back into it? I don't
think they did destroy it.
They couldn't have, but then that's a timeline with no Loki.
Yeah, but
so that's a branch in the time. Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's time travel's never works, but you know,
so
it is what it is.
Anyway, but I was like, what is this?
I guess we don't know for sure that Loki doesn't go at the end of everything, go back in time and go back to where he left.
That's true. He could go back to that point.
He's like, I gotta go back.
Yeah.
I gotta die later. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe he does it at the end of season 2 of Loki and we just haven't seen it.
Maybe.
We haven't got there yet.
Yeah, I hope not.
I don't want that to happen.
I'm fine forgetting this plot hole. I am A-okay.
Okay. So, anyway, so then we go back to Thanos. He's looking at Nebula's memory file. Mm-hmm. Just it's like, we saw something weird. Of course, we have Ebony Maw there helping him out.
Of course.
Like, so glad to see him back. You know? He's like, there's another Nebula sharing her network.
Yeah.
And she's from 9 years in the future.
Yeah.
So Thanos...
They see him talking about the stones and their plan to get them all.
Yeah. Thanos is like, I want to see everything.
Everything.
Yep. So, he's gonna find out all kinds of stuff.
Rough go.
So then we go back to Asgard. Thor is there. He's hiding. Frigga.
Oh yeah, Frigga.
She's like,
I sense something.
I'll see you ladies later. I'm gonna just walk over here, talk to my son from the future. She does know that he's from the future. She figures it out like real quick.
Oh, it's so sweet.
It's so sweet. I love this whole.
It was.
I love that whole section with them.
It was so nice. Him and his mom.
Gosh, it's so good.
This is his mom, and she's like she loves him so much. So sweet. He's having a hard day.
He is,
and she helps him.
Yeah, so she like hugs him and everything.
Yeah,
and he wants to tell her.
Yeah,
that something bad's about to happen to her. That she's about to get killed. Mm-hmm. She's like, no, don't tell me anything. I don't need to know. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Rocket goes over, finds Jane, grabs the ether from her.
Mm-hmm. And his mom is like, you don't have to be the person you're supposed to be. You just be the person you are. That's good enough, Thor.
Okay.
And he's like, thank you.
Thanks, Mom.
I will.
Aw.
I'm gonna get my hammer.
Yeah, so Rocket shows up. He's like, I got the stone. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, you're Thor's mom, Yeah. So they're like, all right, it's time to go. He's like, wait. And he holds out his hand. And Rocket's like, what are you doing? And Frigga's like, it takes a while sometimes. Yeah. Here comes the hammer. So yay, there's the hammer. Yep. I did make a note. Do they return the hammer?
Yes, he does. Because it's on the platform.
Exactly. I'm like, yeah, they do. It's fine. Because I was like, I just made a note of it because I'm like, do they? But then I noticed at the end, yes, they do return it. So that's them. They get out of there. They did what they were supposed to do. Mm-hmm. We go back to Morag. Quill is there. He's dancing around like at the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy.
And we hear the music.
We see him dancing. He's singing. And then we cut to Rhodey and Nebula watching. And he's singing to himself. There's no music. He's dancing around.
This looks ridiculous.
Rhodey's like, so he's an idiot. And Nebula's like, yeah. Yeah.
It's funny.
So they knock him out.
They straight up knock him out.
Just smacked in the head big time. They go in, grab the Power Stone, Rhodey takes it. He goes back. They're going back together.
Yeah.
They're like counting down 3, 2, 1. Rhodey goes back. Nebula does not.
Yep.
Because something stops her.
Yep. She's having one of those headaches.
That connection with 2014 Nebula or whatever year it is. So yep, she's still there. So she gets captured.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first Thanos is seeing the memories from the other nebula, the connection. He sees the memory of his death.
Yep.
He sees when he gets beheaded and everything.
Yep.
And
he's like, and that's the circle of destiny.
Yeah, that's destiny. Yep, that's my destiny or whatever. Gamora's kind of like, oh crap, that's not good.
Yeah.
But Nebula realizes something's going on. Our Nebula, good Nebula, realizes something's going on. She tries to warn the others. She's trying to get in touch with Hawkeye.
Yeah.
And that's when she gets captured. They just beam her up, basically.
Yep. She's in trouble.
Yep. So, back in 2012, we have Cap and Tony and Scott. They're all standing there. Scott's like, well, we've got the scepter. Mm-hmm. We don't have the Tesseract.
Yep.
What are we going to do? Tony, I can't remember. I guess it was Tony that realizes they do have one more. They have one more chance. They can get the Tesseract.
Yeah, because, they don't have enough Pym particles. He's like, I know a time when Tesseract and Pym particles were together.
Yep. We can go back there. We get the Tesseract. We grab some Pym particles. That'll get us back.
Yep.
Scott, you got to take the scepter, take it back to our time.
Yep.
I guess they just assume that Hulk got the time stone because they don't confirm it with him, but he did get it, so we're good.
He did. We trust
him. So they're like, all right, we're going back.
Yep.
So they go to Camp Lehigh in whatever year that is. I didn't write it down.
Was it 1970?
Maybe. Stan Lee does make his little cameo. Yeah. He's in a car. He's driving by. He's like, make love, not war.
Yeah.
And drives off. They go into the base. They're looking for the Tesseract.
Going to a bunker.
Tony finds it.
Uh-huh.
He grabs it. He puts it in a briefcase.
Yep.
He's about to head out. And who shows up?
His daddy.
Daddy Stark. Howard Stark. He shows up. He's like, hey, who are you? He's like,
I'm from MIT.
Howard Potts. So he's pretending to be a Howard Potts from MIT.
Even if he was, like, what's he doing snooping around?
Exactly.
I'm surprised Howard wasn't like, okay, well, you can tell security this.
Yeah, Howard didn't seem to care. He's like, okay,
very blasé.
Seems legit.
No wonder Hydra, infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D. Howard Stark, you're supposed to be leading this stuff.
Yeah, he's not the best.
Nope.
So, Hank Pym is there also. Of course, he has his own little laboratory there. There's lots of ants in it.
Yeah, of course.
He gets called out of there.
There's a delivery that's glowing.
Yeah. He's like, no, I'll be right there. So he leaves, which gives Cap a chance to get in there, grab those particles.
Yeah. They rode in an elevator with Yvette Nicole Brown.
Yes.
Also from Community.
Yes.
And she's suspicious.
Yes, because she's like, one of them had a hippie beard.
Yeah.
I don't know who these people are. I've never seen them before. So she's got the security looking for him.
Yeah.
So Cap has to hide. He hides in an office. It's Peggy's office.
It is.
There's a picture of him framed.
Yep.
On her desk. And it's not a picture of him as Captain America either. It's before he was Captain America. It's baby
Captain America.
Yeah, it's little skinny. Skinny boy. Skinny boy Cap. So, obviously, she's still in love with him.
She loves him. Mm-hmm. If she'll look at that ugly picture, she'll look at anything for the rest of her life.
If she was attracted to him then. If you don't love me, if you can't love me, at my skinny Steve, then you don't deserve me at my buff
America's
Cap.
ass.
Yep. Oh, yeah, so he sees her in the other room, also the room next door. He sees her through the window.
Yeah. It's like, I love that lady.
Yep. I wish I could have had my chance with her.
Mm-hmm. She's real old, though. That's what he's saying. I didn't say that. That's what he said.
Whatever. So Tony, of course, is still with Howard. They're talking about they're in the elevator. Howard has a bouquet of flowers and some sauerkraut. Bring back that sauerkraut.
Ugh.
Apparently, his wife is craving it because she is pregnant.
See, that's fair. That's the only time I'll allow it. I don't know why I'll allow it. It's the only time I'll not think poorly of it. I don't know. Because, I mean, when you're pregnant, you get crazy cravings. So it'd be crazy to want sauerkraut.
I'm going to kick you out of here. How dare you? So Tony realizes that, it's him. That she's pregnant with him.
Yep.
And he says, I have a daughter. Mm-hmm. And they talk about fatherhood and everything. Yeah. And how he didn't know what it was going to be like going into it. He just kind of is flying by the seat of his pants, basically. Mm-hmm. So, it's okay if Howard feels that way too.
Yep. He's going to be all right.
Yep.
He tells him no amount of money ever bought a minute of time.
Yep. So. And then Cap is there. He's like, I got particles. Can you hurry it up?
Let's go.
You have the thing. He's like, yeah, I got it. And he's like, just give me a second.
Yeah.
And he hugs Howard.
Yeah. He's like, thank you for everything you've done for this country.
Yep. And Howard starts kind of like, this guy's weird.
Okay.
So he's like, well, I gotta go. Yeah. So he gets in his car. Jarvis is the one driving, of course.
Chauffeur. Mm-hmm. Not Paul Bettany Jarvis.
No,
but the Agent Peggy Carter Jarvis.
Yes. And then I guess they just head on back. Mm-hmm. Past Nebula is with present Nebula.
Nebula and Gubula.
Takes the bracelet thing, whatever, the time thing.
Yeah.
Takes it from her, grabs a little piece of her head.
She's got like gold plates in her head.
Mm-hmm. So she grabs that, puts it on herself, disguises herself. And she goes up to Thanos. She's like, okay, I've got the pin particles, I've got everything. Mm-hmm. How do I look,
Yeah.
And so, that can't be good.
Mm-hmm.
On Vormir.
Speaking of not good.
Yeah. Natasha and Clint show up.
They parked so far away. They had to walk so far to get to that.
Right. Room. Why didn't you
I don't know what they were doing.
I don't know. I mean, maybe that was like the designated area to park.
Yeah, there probably was a landing pad out there.
Yeah, they didn't want to land anywhere else. 'Cause they're like, but the landing pad is right there. We should probably park there. That's where they want us to park.
Yeah, yeah. And they wanted to get their steps in too,
Yeah, yeah. So. Yeah. So they arrive for the Soulstone.
Yep.
They get up there, they're like, where is it? What are we supposed to do?
Red Skull's like, hey.
Hey, guys.
Hello, Natasha.
Natasha, son of Ivan. Daughter of Ivan, and Clint, son of Edith.
Yep.
And it's like, it's this hole for us all. Just want you to know that. So, yeah, this is where we have their
both
little
want to die.
fight. They're both like, I'm going to sacrifice myself.
Yeah.
And neither of them wants the other one to do that.
Yeah. I mean, it had to be Natasha. Like, I don't even know. I mean, I know why Hawkeye's trying to be the hero, but his family is going to come back if it works.
Exactly.
Natasha.
I mean, she has a family.
She does.
But it's,
they probably don't see each other much. And he's got to be a dad.
Yeah, he's got 3 kids.
Yeah. But, we'll miss you, Natasha.
Yeah. So they fight over it and everything, but eventually she falls.
Yeah.
And he wakes up or whatever. Mm-hmm. He's in the water. He's got the soul stone
in his hand.
Yep. And it was like, how's he touching this? Yeah.
The Power Stone nearly destroyed all the Guardians.
Yeah.
Took Peter being a Celestial. But maybe the Soul Stone's a little different.
Maybe.
Because they always say it's different than the other ones.
Well, maybe it's mostly the Power Stone that is
it's so
a problem
powerful.
because it is the Power Stone.
Yeah. Because, Natalie Portman has the
ether inside of her. And yeah, it is kind of killing her, but
not that fast.
Yeah, exactly.
And he has gloves on. So, yeah. Proper PPE. That's important.
He said PP. I was like, what?
Proper PP.
PPE. Okay. Yep. Yep. So he's got the Soul Stone.
Yep.
Back at Avengers headquarters, they all pop back in. Except, where's Nat?
She dead.
She's gone.
She didn't make it.
And it can't be undone.
Yep.
Because Thor's like, it's fine. We'll just snap everybody back into existence. She'll be there. It's like, no, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah. Go talk to the red guy. He'll tell you.
Exactly. So they have all the stones now. Mm-hmm. They have a new gauntlet that they've made that's like a Iron Man part kind of thing. Yeah. Now that it's time to fight over who gets to snap. Who's the one who gets to bring everybody back? Thor wants to do it, of course, because he's still feeling really guilty about being the one who...
Let me do something good, please.
He's the one who let the snap happen in the first place.
I got lightning in me.
Yep. And Hulk's like, no, it's got to be me. Mm-hmm. I'm the strongest Avenger.
Yeah. And it's gamma radiation, so I can handle that.
He's like, I'm the only one who might be able to survive it.
It's like I was made for it.
Yep. So that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna let Hulk do his little thing. They're gonna let him snap.
Yep.
Nebula is there, of course, but it's bad Nebula.
It's Babylon, yeah.
Yep, she came back instead of good Nebula.
Yep.
While they're all discussing this and getting everything ready, she goes off. She opens the gateway for Thanos.
Yep.
So that he can come back or come through the gateway through time.
I guess he just threw all those Pym particles on his ship.
Maybe.
Because the whole ship comes through.
How does she get back then? Because she needed those Pym particles to get back.
Interesting. That is interesting. I don't know. Maybe they went halvesies.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know. Well, okay. So they're talking to Bruce. It's like, don't change anything other than bringing everyone back.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets ready. He puts on the gauntlet. It's already starting to like burn his arm and everything. But he does manage to snap. Mm-hmm. And it's like, did it work? I don't know. Scott wanders off. He sees birds out in the... Why do...
I thought the same thing when it happened.
Yeah, there's a bird outside the window. I guess that bird wasn't there before.
I know this bird.
This bird is back. Oh my gosh. This is my friend Bird.
Ricky.
But Clint's cell phone also goes off.
He gets a call from his wife. He gets a call.
It's his wife calling.
Yeah.
It worked.
It did.
And as they're all just like, oh my gosh.
Yay.
Bruce looks up because he's on the ground because he's hurting.
Yep.
He looks up and there's like a rocket coming toward him, basically.
Yeah, Rocket Raccoon's coming.
No, because Thanos' ship is above them.
Yep.
And he just bombs the crap out of the compound, basically.
Destroys it.
Yep. So they kind of fall through the earth, a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. The gauntlet's been on the ground, so it kind of tumbles with them as well.
Yep. So Hulk is down there. He's keeping the ceiling off of Rhodey and Rocket, basically.
Very shout out to Secret Wars, where a mountain gets thrown on them, and he holds up a mountain.
Okay, so
Attaboy Hulk.
So he's doing that. Rhodey's trying to get to Rocket. Rocket's like stuck under some stuff.
Yeah. Oh man, I felt bad for Rocket. That was good. I thought it was a great line read because it seemed like he was really
under.
Like, oh my god, get off me, please. So I can't even do it. Of course, I can't even do it. I'm an amazing actor. I can't even. Okay. Somehow Bradley
Cooper
surpassed me.
Okay.
But I always think that was good.
Yeah. Rhodey is crawling toward him.
Yeah, he has to get out of his suit.
Yep. Ant-Man he luckily turned small before the blast happened, so he's okay. He hears their Mayday because Rocket, I think it's Rocket that's saying Mayday.
Yeah, probably.
There's water coming toward him too.
Yeah.
So,
actually, that might have been. That doesn't matter.
Might have been what, Rhodey?
Donji, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's one of them. Yeah. But he hears the Mayday, so he's like, I'm coming. I'll help.
Yeah.
Clint finds the gauntlet.
Yeah.
But there's also a bunch of Chitauri that are heading for him.
Mm-hmm.
So he grabs that. He runs off.
Yep.
Nebula goes up to Thanos. She's like, I'll go find the stones for you.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm gonna have a little sit.
He's like, I'm just gonna sit right here and wait.
Yep.
I don't have to do.
I'm tired. It's been a long day.
So yeah. So she goes off. Gamora goes to present day Nebula. Good Nebula.
Yeah. Nebula.
Yeah. They team up. They're like, we gotta go take down Thanos.
Yeah.
Yep. Tony finds Cap and Thor. They walk out. Thanos is waiting there. They're like, let's go. Let's go kill this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Thor grabs his weapons. He's got Stormbreaker. He's got Mjolnir.
Yep. He's ready to go.
He's got lightning. That lightning just braids his beard.
Yep.
I love it. I love it so much.
Puts his hair up. The
half back.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, love it.
Lightning is cool.
So they go after Thanos.
Yeah.
He's like, I destroyed half the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys still
live with it.
So now I'm gonna destroy the whole universe and I'm gonna rebuild it and nobody's gonna know.
Yeah.
Because you're all gonna be dead.
Mm-hmm.
So that's his new plan.
Yep.
Nebula and Clint find each other because he kills like all the Chitauri that are coming after him.
Yeah.
He gives her the gauntlet.
Yeah.
And she's like, Father, I have the stones.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh crap.
You're not my Nebula.
This is the wrong Nebula.
Yeah.
But Gamora and Good Nebula show up to stop her.
They're like, you can be good too. You can be hero.
And she's like, no, he'll never let me.
Yeah. So they shoot her.
Yep.
She tries to shoot Gamora first, to be fair.
Yeah, and then Good Nebula's like, nuh-uh. Not having
today.
That. So she basically shoots her past self.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. So she's gone. Thanos is out there just beating everybody up. He takes down Cap. He takes down Tony.
Yeah.
He's fighting Thor.
Yeah.
Thor's trying his best.
But he's getting the crap
He's getting beat up.
He's pushing Stormbreaker and
Yep. And then suddenly the hammer flies past him.
Moving.
Flies back. But who's got the hammer? It's Captain America.
Captain America's the hammer. It was so cool. I loved it so much.
I love Thor's like, I knew it.
Because they teased it in Age of Ultron when he moved it a little.
Yep.
So he's worthy.
He's worthy of wielding the hammer.
And man, he knows how to wield that hammer, too.
He does. He's using lightning.
Yeah.
He's going crazy.
Goes all in.
It's still not enough, though.
No.
Thanos, he's just too powerful.
He's very strong.
He even breaks the shield.
Yep.
And then he's like, I'm bringing in my whole army. Here comes everybody. All these bad guys.
Here comes everyone.
Sure.
Coming to ruin your day.
There we go. Yeah. So his whole army's there. Cap gets up. It's basically him against the whole army.
Yeah. So I can do this whole day.
Yeah. But then he hears somebody. It's Sam on your left.
Oh.
And then a portal opens up.
The chills in the theater. The chills. From this. I was like, oh my God. This is the greatest movie ever made.
It was great.
I was so happy.
So he says, on your left.
Portal
opens. Black Panther. Okoye. Shuri. They all walk out. Here comes Sam. He flies in. Portals start opening everywhere.
Yep.
Doctor Strange. Guardians. Spider-Man. Everybody that was on Titan.
Everybody's posing.
They're all there.
Jumping through, posing.
Exactly.
Up. All the Wakandans.
Another one opens up. Here comes Bucky and Groot. And here come more Wakandans. Longers is there.
You betcha. Of course.
Valkyrie, Korg, Meek, the Asgardians.
Yeah.
Pepper Potts is even there. She's got her own little Iron Man suit.
Yeah, she was... What was her name? It wasn't Lifeguard. It was something like that. But yeah, she took on the Iron Man thing, but she didn't want any weapons on it because she didn't want to kill anybody. So she just had like repulsor rays on there pretty much. So that's why she was called Lifeguard. I don't remember what it was.
Life Alert.
Buoy. Life Alert.
I'm falling and I can't get up.
I will pick you up. That's her motto.
Everybody else shows up. You've got
Scarlet Witch.
You've got Wanda. You've got Hope. You've got. I don't know if Hank showed up.
No, Hank did not show up.
I don't think he has a suit.
No. Hank totters in.
He's like, I've got ants.
I'll sit down over here, guys.
He could have brought his ants.
Ants.
Come on. Oh man. So yeah, everybody else shows up. Let's just say that. Everybody's here.
Yeah. Vision's dead body is dragged through.
They're just dragging him along.
He's like, I'm helping.
How about everybody that's still alive comes in? Oh, everybody who got snapped. Oh, and Ant-Man, of course, shows up too. He's all big. He's got the Hulk. He's got Rhodey. He's got Rocket. Yeah. He saved them all from the building. Yeah. Everybody's here. Cap is there. He's like, Avengers.
Yeah! He finally said the thing. He said the thing.
Oh my gosh. So they're all there. There's a big fight happening. At one point, Tony and Spider-Man are there together. Tony hugs Peter.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this is nice.
Peter's like, hey, I must have passed out and you were gone. But then Dr. Strange said it's been 5 years.
And
like,
yeah.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. So yeah, they hug.
Peter and Gamora meet up at one point.
Yeah, Quill sees Gamora. And he's like, oh my gosh, you're here.
Yeah.
And she knees him.
Yeah.
In the crotch.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
And
she missed the first time, though.
But not the second time.
She got both the second time.
Yep. And then Nebula shows up. She's Gamora's like, this is the one? Seriously? And she's like, it was either that or a tree. So they're trying to figure out how do we get the stones back, because when they destroyed the compound, it destroyed the whole time machine that they had created. And it's like, Scott's like, it's all right. We have an extra or whatever, an extra one. He hits the fob for the van. It starts playing La Cucaracha.
Yep.
And that's what they're going to use. They're going to use the van to take the stones back.
Yep.
And I'm like, can you not wait until after this?
Well, they want to get it away from Thanos. Yeah. Best way is just
go ahead and get it back.
Yeah.
So Scott and Hope head off toward the van so that they can get it up and running. Black Panther's there. He's like, give me the gauntlet. I'll take it to the van. It's So he starts heading out that way.
Yep.
Wanda comes up to Thanos. She's like, you took everything from me. He's like, I don't even know who you are. You will. So they fight.
Yep. And then he's like, oh crap, she's really strong. Yeah. And he calls them to rain down the guns on him.
Black Panther passes off the gauntlet to Spider-Man, so he swings his way across the field.
Yep. He jumps on with Valkyrie and Pepper.
Yep.
And they're swinging around.
Yeah, because, Captain America throws him or something. Pepper grabs him, and then tosses him.
He threw the hammer and
that's
Peter
what it was, yeah.
onto it.
And it took him a little bit, then Pepper takes him a little further, and then Valkyrie takes him even further than that.
Yeah, because he had initiated the instant kill mode that we saw the other one.
Yeah.
Finally got to use that.
Yeah. So they're all trying to get him over there. All the big guns, of course, that were trying to stop Wanda from killing Thanos. Mm-hmm. They did, of course, but they fire on everybody else too. Yeah. Until they stop firing on the field. Mm-hmm. And they start firing at something in the sky. What are they firing at? Something has entered Earth's orbit. Uh-oh. Who's this? It's Captain Marvel!
It's Captain Marvel!
She's there.
Yeah.
She just basically straight up destroys the ship.
Yeah. Flies through it like she did in the last movie.
Exactly. She gets the gauntlet from Peter.
Yep.
And here comes
Peter Parker.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So she gets it, and it's like, you're gonna need some help getting over there. And it's like, this is Captain Marvel. She doesn't really need help.
Yeah, she's gonna be fine, guys.
I think she's gonna be okay. But then, of course, all the ladies are like,
all the ladies.
She'll have help.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically every
female hero
superhero shows up.
Yeah, it's like Mantis is there. Like,
Mantis, what are you gonna do?
Like, we get it, but come on, Mantis, you're not gonna help it.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
You'll kung fu some. That's fine. It's fine.
I mean, she can like control some people's emotions, but that's not.
I mean, she's a good fighter, but yeah.
But everybody else is like, yeah, sure, come on.
Yeah.
So they all head off, but just before Captain Marvel gets the gauntlet to the portal, because it's like open, it's ready to go. Yeah. They just got to get it through there. Thanos destroys it.
Yeah, he throws his sword at it and just blows it up.
Yep. Whoops.
Oopsie.
So
gauntlet's out in the field.
Yep, because when Captain Marvel, when it explodes, it pushes her back. She drops it.
Yeah.
So Thanos and Tony both see it.
Yep.
They're fighting to see who gets the gauntlet.
Thanos gets it.
Thor comes over. He's fighting. Cap comes over. He starts fighting.
Yeah, they both get just knocked the crap out.
Captain Marvel comes over. She's fighting. She gets knocked out briefly. But then she comes back.
Because he takes the Power Stone off of the gauntlet.
Yeah, and hits her with
it. Because she's too powerful.
Yep. But then he puts it back in there.
Yep.
She gets back up. She goes over there. She's stopping him. She's holding that gauntlet so that he can't snap. Then Doctor Strange looks over at Tony. Yeah. He just holds up one finger. He's like, this is our one chance.
Starts with one.
One thing. I don't know.
Doctor Strange did not do much in this fight because he was holding up like a ton of
water that was coming in.
So it didn't flood the area.
He was basically working as a dam.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure.
A dam what?
A damn wizard. So yeah, Tony goes up. He grabs the gauntlet, but he can't take it. He can't get it away from Thanos. Thanos, he does this little "I am inevitable."
Yep.
He snaps his finger.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Uh-oh. What happened? He looks over. The stones are gone.
They took my stones. There was a stone heist.
They're not there. Stone heist.
Yep.
He doesn't have the stones. Tony has the stones.
He's got them.
He's got them. He's got his own little gauntlet made out of his suit.
Yep.
He's ready.
Yeah.
He puts it, he gets it going. He says,
I am Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Yep.
And he snaps.
All Thanos and his armies.
They just start dusting away.
Drift away. Yep.
Thanos is standing there watching it all happen. He just kind of sits there. And it takes a while.
Yeah.
And then finally he dusts away as well. He's gone. Tony's hurt though.
Yeah, he's hurt real bad.
He's hurt real bad. Rhodey comes over. Peter comes over also.
Yeah.
He's like, Mr. Stark.
We won, Mr. Stark.
We won. We did it.
We did it. Yay. So sad.
Yep. Pepper comes up and she's like, Friday's like, life function's critical.
Yeah.
Oh no. He's not gonna make it.
Yeah.
So Pepper's like,
it's okay. We're gonna be
fine. You can rest now.
Oh. Poor Tony.
And then it pans down to his arc reactor and the light goes out.
Yep.
Tony's dead.
They killed off Iron Man.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
Almost made me cry this time too.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
I'm pretty sure I cried in the theater, but I cried at everything, so it's fine, whatever. So that's it. Battle's over.
Yeah.
Tony Stark's dead.
Yeah.
But
they beat him. They beat Tony Stark.
They got rid of him. No, Thanos is gone.
Yeah.
Everybody's back. That was snapped away. It's a victory, but what did it cost?
Yes. Everything.
Oh, gosh. So Hawkeye goes home to his family. They're all there.
Everybody's there. They're just slathering mayonnaise on everything now.
They're a big mayo-heavy family.
They're a mayo fam.
Peter's back at school. Peter Parker, of course. Not
Nettie.
Peter Quill. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going back to school.
You know what? I'm getting my GED.
Why not?
Let's do this.
Yeah, Ned's there.
Yeah.
Which means that Ned also got snapped.
Yeah. No Zendaya.
No, didn't see her.
Guess they couldn't get her.
Probably not. Scott and Cassie and Hope. They're all together. They're
sitting on the porch.
Yep.
Cassie doing really good acting. I don't know if you noticed.
She sits on that porch really well. T'Challa and his family are in Wakanda together. So, I mean, they got his mother.
Yeah.
Can't remember Angela Bassett. But they couldn't get Zendaya. Okay,
yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know.
She's
Maybe
just too big, I guess.
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't know.
But yeah, they're all there.
They couldn't get Flash Thompson. Where was he? I want to know that he's okay.
So then we have Tony's funeral.
Yeah, and Tony during all these scenes, he's doing like a voiceover of his thing of, I don't know if I'm coming back from this, but we got to do it, and then it shows it's a hologram recording of him, and they're making his daughter watch it.
Well, I mean, the way it sounds like he recorded it for her anyway.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a message for her.
And then
at the very end,
specifically looks at her like he knew where she was going to be sitting.
Yeah, and says, "I love you 3000."
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah, and then there's a flower arrangement. They take it out, they put it on the river or the lake.
Yeah, it's a lake.
It's got the prototype
proof that Tony Stark has a heart.
Yep, it's on there. It floats away. Everyone's there. It just pans through. It shows everybody. Yep. Even the kid from Iron Man 3 is there because people were like, "Who's this kid?"
Marissa Tomei drove Peter.
Yep,
it's nice of her.
Yeah.
Nick Fury showed up.
Everybody,
let's get it started. Hawkeye's whole family.
Yeah, his whole family.
They were eating hot dogs during the funeral.
It was weird.
What the heck, man? Get over it. We get it. Y'all like hot dogs.
Scott and Hope and Cassie are there. She's doing such a good job of acting.
It.
Yeah, also Hank and Janet are there too.
Yeah.
But
Cassie, man,
she's so good at it.
I bought it.
She didn't even know this guy, but yeah, she was there.
Yeah.
She was killing it. Yeah, so after the funeral, Clint and Wanda, they're talking about Natasha and Vision and how they would have they both know that they won.
Yeah.
They're watching over them, I guess. Vision, of course, from Android Heaven.
Yes. Where all androids go, yes.
Better than Android Hell.
Yeah. Oh. Oof.
Don't want to go there.
I do not want to go there. It's crazy.
So Happy's there with Morgan.
Yeah.
He's like, are you hungry?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. What do you want? Cheeseburger? Your dad really liked cheeseburgers too. It's like,
okay.
Most people like cheeseburgers. I mean, come on. It's not like it's that big of a deal.
I like just her lines were like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to get you all the
cheeseburgers you want.
And she's like, okay.
She's cute though. Come on.
It was cute.
Oh, man.
It's funny.
So Thor is in New Asgard.
Well, also,
okay.
I mean, like, Hope mentions that he really tried to bring Nat back.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But he couldn't do it. It didn't work. So, yeah. She gone.
I thought he said that later, but whatever. It's fine.
I mean, maybe he did. I don't know. I could be wrong.
So, Thor is in New Asgard with Valkyrie. He's like, I'm going to leave.
Yep.
You're in charge. You're the new king of Asgard. Or king of New Asgard, whatever.
I feel like they should probably go tell the people this.
Yeah, probably.
She's just going to wander in and be like, oh, I'm king, by the way. Thor said
it was okay.
Yeah. You could ask him, but he's not here.
He just like took off with the Guardians.
He lives in Canada. You wouldn't know him.
Yeah.
He was at another camp.
Yeah, he doesn't go here.
He doesn't go here.
So he heads out with Guardians, of course. Quill is in charge.
Yep. He makes that clear. Thor's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, you're in, oh, yeah, you're in charge. Yeah.
Yeah. The others are kind of like, sure.
They want to fight for it.
Yeah, they want to, Drax wants him to fight for leadership. Mantis is like, you need to use knives.
Yeah, Mantis
like,
gets
yes,
real bloodthirsty all of a sudden.
Like, what the heck? He's like, we don't need to do that. Everybody knows that I'm in charge.
Yeah.
Right? Thor's like, of course.
Yes.
Of course. It's like, I don't know if I believe that.
Yep.
So now they have to take all the stones back to their original timelines.
Mm-hmm.
And the hammer, of course, because it's there too.
Yep.
I feel like this is when maybe Bruce says something about he tried to bring
maybe
back, but I'm not sure because
I
don't know. But yeah, he's the one who's in charge of sending Cap back because Cap's gonna do it. He's gonna take them all back.
Who's more chosen?
Exactly. So he's like, I'll see you in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Bucky's like being real weird about it though, because he's like, he says something and it's basically like a goodbye, like forever kind of thing. And it's like,
well, because Cap's like, don't do anything stupid while I'm gone. He's like, how can I when you're taking all the stupid with you? Yeah. They're all back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he knows something.
Yeah, Bucky knows. Bucky gets it. He's been there. He was frozen too.
Yeah.
Was he? Yes. No? No. Oh yeah, he had super soldier serum.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So Cap goes back in time, of course.
And they're
one more time.
All right, bring him back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, he's not there. He didn't come back.
Yep. Uh-oh. He lost him. He missed his jump.
He just went right past it. What happened?
Yep.
What happened?
And then Bucky turns around.
He sees there's an old man on a bench.
Yep.
He's like,
how did he just sneak in and just sit on that bench?
He's been sitting there for hours.
They'll
just
notice me eventually.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real coy about this.
Yeah. It's like, what if they just never even saw him there?
Oh man, they're so stupid up there. They're looking for me right now. It's crazy.
They're going to figure it out.
Ridiculous. Oh my god.
Look at that. Look at those idiots.
I'm going to give this shield to Sam. Bucky's going to be like, what the heck?
I thought I was getting that.
Oh yeah, got your ass.
So, yeah, there's an old man on a bench.
Yep.
And Bucky's like, Sam, why don't you go over there and talk to that guy?
Yeah.
The old man over there.
This creepy guy on
You
the
might
bench.
know him. I don't know. So Sam goes over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's old Cap. He's there.
Yeah.
He went back to live his life.
Yep.
That was his second chance. Tony got a second chance. He gets the second chance.
Yep.
He gives the shield to Sam. He's like, here you go. You're going to be the new Captain America.
You're the captain now.
And then Sam's like, but I got to go through a whole TV show before I can actually do that.
I'm going to immediately give it up and then get it back later.
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
You're not going to know anything about it.
Yeah.
Although you might, because you'll still be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is Steve Rogers doing that whole time? He's like...
he just died on the bench.
Immediately.
Just fell over.
It's like, I did what I came to do. And just dies.
Just walks into the lake. Like, jeez, why? What a horrible ending. So yeah, Sam's like, okay, cool. I guess I'll be Captain America now. And then I'm just wondering if he doesn't die immediately and Sam gives it up. Yeah. He's like, Cap's like, what the hell, man? I gave that to you.
Like, I wanted you to take over for me. And then of course, John Walker shows up and starts just kills that guy. He's like, what is this?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to come out of retirement. I
just want old Steve Rogers I just want his reaction to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What is happening here?
I'm going off grid.
He's like, I should have walked into that lake.
I'm coming, Tony.
Coming for you. Oh man. So yeah, but then we go to back in time somewhere.
Oh yeah.
There's music playing. Some jazzy music.
Yeah.
We could go up to a house, look in there. It's Peggy Carter. Mm-hmm. She's dancing with somebody. Yep. Who's she dancing with?
Hawkeye.
She's dancing with Hawkeye. He went back in time.
We're like, what?
What is happening?
He winks at the camera.
she's dancing with Thanos.
We're like, no.
What is happening? No, she's dancing with Steve.
Yep.
They're together.
Yeah, he finally got that dance.
Yep, he finally did.
Yep.
But that was all he got. He just got that dance, and then she went off and married somebody else.
No. Think so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's how it ends. It ends with some jazzy music.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's Avengers Endgame.
Yep. There's a after credits of like just the sound of Tony hammering the Iron Man armor back from the first Iron Man movie.
He's making a suit in a cave with a box of scraps.
So yeah, that's it. Loved it.
It was a great ending to
it was.
the MCU, and then they made nothing after that.
Yep. And we were all very happy. Yeah.
But I mean, it is a good bookend to the first Iron Man movie.
Yeah, it really is.
That was his
whole
thing.
Story, of his growth and redemption and all that stuff. It was very good. Yeah. So.
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I just think it's neat. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good job.
You did good.
You done great.
Oh, I said just good. But
I said great.
Okay. Well, I mean, we already know that I like Infinity War better.
It's
so.
true. You won't shut up about it.
I won't. I will die on this hill.
So.
I will die on this hill just like Tony Stark.
I'll die in this lake. Just like Captain America.
Who did not die at the lake.
That we know of.
Yeah,
we don't know for sure.
Don't know.
If he just like was walking away. And
Walk
like
away,
they're like talking, Bucky and Sam are talking, and you see in the background, Cap just falls into the lake. He trips and just falls in there. And that was it. That's how
and they don't know. They don't see it.
They walk back to the Hulk and start talking.
They're like, well, Bruce, everything's done. Oh, my goodness. So,
man.
It's crazy.
All right. Well, we just have one movie left.
Yep.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yep.
So
it's the last one that we haven't covered.
Yep. So hopefully next week, that's what we'll be finishing up.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, we can get to our snack.
Yeah.
Which we talked about it last week.
We did.
We want to complete the trilogy of Mountain Dew Bajas.
Yeah.
And we got Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Yes.
Now this one we have both the zero and the full.
I don't think there was a zero sugar for the other two.
I
think there was only
seen one.
Theirs, but yeah, I found the zero sugar one first. And there was a place where the Baja Blasts were supposed to be, but they were all gone.
Oh, okay.
And then I crept around and looked in all of the little, refrigerators there at the grocery store, and I found just a regular Baja Blast. I was like, yes, I did it! So we have both. We can try both.
All right, let's try.
See which one we like better.
Yep. See how it compares.
Mm-hmm. First, we're gonna have the
full sugar.
All right, full sugar. Let's go.
That's about how I remember Baja Blast.
Tastes like that frozen one that we got at McDonald's.
Does, yeah. Why do you keep saying McDonald's?
I did it that time just because I did it last time.
Okay.
I know what I'm talking about. Taco Bell, obviously.
It is good.
Yep.
It was just exclusive to Taco Bell, but
not right now.
Now it's everywhere.
I think it's just limited, though.
Yeah.
So if you want it somewhere that's not Taco Bell, you might want to go grab one.
You better go grab it.
Because they're leaving the shelves quick.
Yep.
I had trouble finding it.
You had to fight people for it.
Exactly. I was like, I had to give somebody the people's elbow to get this one. Let's see how much of a difference it is to have zero sugar.
Yeah, it smells exactly the same. I mean, the zero sugar is definitely, not zero sugar. The full sugar is definitely better.
Yeah, but this isn't bad.
It's not bad.
And it's not much of a difference. It is a little bit of an aftertaste.
Yeah, it's a little more bitter. If we'd have had this one first, it may have been better. Yeah. Well, first, where do you put it against the other ones? My take, I think I'm going the passion fruit one. Wait, is that the first one? And then what was the Caribbean, and then this one. I think I'm putting this bottom.
Okay, like passion fruit's best.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm having a hard time ranking them because I thought that the passion fruit and the Caribbean one were pretty much similar. Like, I put them basically the same.
Yeah, they were very similar, yeah.
I think that this one may be slightly lower than those, though. So pretty close to what yours is.
Okay.
So I think I might have like the guava one a little bit more.
Okay. Nice. So what are we giving this?
I'm gonna give the zero sugar one a 7.
Okay.
I don't like it as much, but also I like sugar a lot.
Yeah.
So, and then the full sugar one I'm gonna give a 7.5 because I think I gave the other ones like an 8. They're all up there really.
Yeah.
High.
They're good.
Because I do like them.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Diet Mountain Dew things, I've never been the biggest fan of Diet Mountain Dew in any form really. So, it's about what I expected. expected. I think, I'm probably going to go exactly the same, honestly. 7.5 for the full sugar and 7 for the other one.
Nice.
Because, I gave 8.5, presumably, to the passion fruit, then 8, and then now we're going down. So, yeah. Good job, Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
You definitely did good with the added flavors.
Them Bajas. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, what is your ranking of Baja flavors? What did you think of Endgame, and did you cry when I asked you to cry?
Did you cry like a little baby in the theater like I did?
Did you cheer like I did? Let us know on X at Having Funcast or on Facebook at Having Fun Pod.
Or you can send an email to havingfunpod@gmail.com.
Go have fun and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.